Hello, my name is Stephani Sherlock. Welcome back to my channel. I'm happy you're here. In today's video, I wanted to answer some commonly asked questions about myself, and also I'll be answering some of the questions that you guys asked on my Instagram. You can get to know me a little bit more, so let's get on to this video. Okay, so my full name is Stephani Sherlock, and I'm half Russian and half English. The first question I can already answer is no, I'm not related to Sherlock Holmes, and if you think about it, Sherlock was his first name and for me it's my last name. But my friends, they still think I'm kind of related to him because I can always find any information you need. I'm very good at like research and stuff and being a detective basically.
Detective Sherlock, you know.
Next fact, I am 21 years old, and that was, by the way, one of the questions you guys asked me. I have been doing rhythmic gymnastics for almost 12 years of my life. So, okay, this was just some common questions, and let's get on to the ones. I have them on my phone, so let me find them. I've read them before, but I haven't actually thought of the answers yet, so you'll see my pure raw answers. Yeah, so let's see what questions I got. How old I am, I answered already. And that was a question from Gymnast Natalia. Yes, I remember you from Esprit, and you trained with Nikita doing acro. And good luck to you if you're watching this. Okay, next question. Name the countries you have been to. Okay, so this is a good question, and I love traveling, and I'm so grateful I got an opportunity to travel the world quite a lot with my gymnastics and with my competitions and everything, and I would definitely want to continue traveling and see the whole world basically. That's my goal. I have another app on my phone, so it tells me how many countries I've been to. Apparently I've been to 33 countries, which is quite a lot. On the other hand, out of 195 countries, somewhere I heard it's about 250 countries in the world. Well, I've been in over 10% already, so that's good. I'll just read it as a list. So I've been to obviously Russia, Great Britain, and then Australia for the Commonwealth Games this year, which was amazing, and I really want to come back again to Australia. I loved it there. I'll just go how it goes here on the app. I've been to Egypt, I've been to Tunisia. This is the two African countries I've been to. Then I've been to Australia, Russia, China, South Korea. I went for University Games Gwangju 2015, Thailand, Belarus, European Championships 2015, Belgium, Bulgaria. Been training a lot in Bulgaria, especially last year. Then I've been to Croatia a couple of times. I love Croatia. That's probably like my favorite holiday destination ever. Estonia, Miss Valentine, Finland, France. But I've never been to Paris. I've been to France, like Calais, but I've never been to Paris, so that's on my list. Germany, been to Berlin World Cup, Greece, Italy, and Vatican. I've been to Vatican, but just like for a day excursion. Then Hungary, Luxembourg, Malta. I've been very young when I visited Malta, so can't really remember, but I'd go back. Montenegro, Poland, Romania, Serbia, Slovenia, Spain, Israel, Turkey, and also I flew through United Arab Emirates, and I've been to Puerto Rico, which is, yeah, you've probably heard of that already on my channel. I have 3 vlogs from Puerto Rico, so if you're interested, just watch them. I'll be happy if you do. I've been to Puerto Rico, which is technically a US territory, but I've never been out of the airport in the US, so I flew through Miami airport, but that doesn't really count, does it? So this is the countries I've been to. I guess like in the UK you can also say I've been to Wales and I've been to Scotland. On my dream list to go to, I really want to go to New Zealand because I think it's like another planet. I really want to visit Japan and Switzerland. So these are my like top 3 dream destinations at the moment. Okay, so let's get on to the next question. So, best tournament you appeared at? So if you mean like competition, I think the best competitions I've been to Commonwealth Games in Glasgow 2014 and in Australia, of course, 2018. Australia was just incredible experience. Like, there is just so much I can say about the whole experience. I'm just so grateful that I got to go and that I got to experience what I did, and it was amazing. Also, I really enjoyed the university games because both times I went, they were in Asia. So one was in Gwangju in South Korea in 2015, and the other one was in Taipei in 2017. But I enjoyed the European competitions as well. But I think Commonwealth Games and University Games has this like special feel about them because it's like a multi-sport event, not just rhythmic gymnastics, all disciplines, and you just meet so many athletes from different countries and from your own country, and it's just like such a proud moment to represent your country and just be there as part of a big team. It's incredible. Okay, any other favorite sports? I've had a few questions like this. So what's your other favorite sport to watch besides rhythmic gymnastics? So I really enjoy watching figure skating and synchronized swimming. Well, I enjoy watching artistic gymnastics as well and acro. I had also another question, which is, if you were not a gymnast, what other sport do you think you could have done? And honestly, that's a difficult question. I don't particularly know. Maybe yeah, I don't know. I think something. Yeah, basically I can't think of a sport I could have done instead of rhythmic gymnastics. It's not a sport, but I could have done ballet. Like, my mom wanted me to do ballet when I was 10. I love ballet so much. I could have actually done it, but it's very, very difficult and challenging, and I love ballet though. I don't really regret not doing it, but I still loved ballet as part of training and everything. So what do you think about Puerto Rico coming back to traveling? Should have answered it then, but yeah, I should just say that I love Puerto Rico and I love the people there. And Kareli, you asked the question, so big hug to you and big kiss, all of you there in Puerto Rico. I miss you so much and I hope to be back again. Somebody asks, do I play video games? No, I don't play video games. Do you set any goals or targets before tournaments? Yes, I always set myself, or me or my coaches would set me a target for competitions or any like training camp. I'd also try to set myself like a specific target. When I was going into the competition, I would have like a plan to follow, and also I'd have like specific targets for each of my routines or just like my performance in general, which I try to achieve. That really helps to stay focused and focus on specific things in your performance rather than getting distracted and overwhelmed by the whole experience. So I think if you're a gymnast or if you're any sports person, setting goals is so important, and it really helps to stay on track and stay focused on what you need to achieve, not getting distracted by anyone else and what they're doing, just staying focused and doing your own thing at the competition or in training or whatever. So the answer is yes, I always set myself goals and targets for every tournament or competition I've done. What is your favorite food or drink? I drink water most of the time, by the way. Water break. That's better. I like drinking water, but I also like tea sometimes, but not as much now. But I used to drink tea like all the time. You know, it's a funny thing, like people think in England everyone just drinks tea all the time, but I would say in Russia people drink more tea than anywhere else in the world. Like, literally when I was younger, I could have tea with breakfast, with lunch and with dinner. In England, people of my age, I've never met anyone who would drink tea all the time. It's like a thing that people think about English people drinking tea all the time. It's not really true. Comment down below if you think differently, or if you in your country people drink a lot of tea. I also quite enjoy coffee. I haven't been drinking coffee for long, just over 2 years now, since I started drinking coffee like almost every day. What happened was that I have like low blood pressure, so when I went to China for a training camp, I often felt like dizzy and lightheaded during training because we trained like a lot, 7:30 we were in the gym and we trained until 12, and then we trained again in the evening, like another 4 hours or something. But I would always feel lightheaded in the first training session. And
well, my mom is a doctor and she told me that maybe I should try drinking coffee so I could have my blood pressure a little bit up. It would be normal, just not high blood pressure, but just normal. So I did that. It really helped, and I drank it for 1 whole month straight every morning, and since then
I just stayed drinking it, and I really enjoy the taste now. And before I would get sick if I drank it, so you get used to things, I guess. I just think like finding a good balance and not overdoing it is the most important thing. So you don't want to drink like 5 coffees a day, that's not healthy. That answers my favorite drinks. Favorite foods, it's a very difficult question. I don't think I have any food which I could like eat 24/7, you know, like for every meal. I don't think anyone does that. At the moment I would say my favorite food would be acai bowls. If you want, you can watch my video from Puerto Rico, and I literally had one every day, and I wish I could have had them every day again when I'm back home. I guess for the moment that's my favorite food. Okay, let me answer one more question because there are quite a few, but I'll just answer one more, and then if you want a second part or if you want to ask new questions, just comment down below or send me a direct message on Instagram. And the last question I'll answer is, how do you get through tough training and competitions and stay positive? This is a very good question, and I hope my answer helps you. Even if it does a little bit, I will be happy. Yeah, of course, like some days you feel like you want to give up, like that's natural. Like, we're all human, so it's nothing wrong with you, it's completely normal. And I think the most important thing is to accept it and to embrace it and see that, you know, like no easy roads lead to good destinations. If you're trying really hard and you're fighting for your dream, that makes it so much more valuable at the end, and you get so much more in return if you really fight for a dream. Some days are tough and some days are not as tough, but in the end of the day, you do it because you love doing it. When you feel like you want to give up or when it's really tough, you just need to try to remind yourself of why you started and why you love doing it. Although struggling, but there is always something which is the reason why you're doing it. I feel like you should really try to remember good moments when you win or when you do something good. You should really try to remember them, and then when you have a tough moment, you should try to recall it and recreate that feeling so it will make it easier for you to go through it. That's the only thing I can say which helped me, was to stay focused on the end goal and try to remember moments when you felt good about doing what you are doing, and also to try to embrace the difficulties, embrace the challenge that you're going through. It just means that you are disciplined enough and determined enough to go through everything in order to reach your goal. That gets so much respect from me. I hope you keep fighting and I hope you keep going towards your goals. I'm sending you all so much love. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. If you like this video and if you enjoyed watching me answer some questions, please give us this video a cheeky thumbs up and comment down below any questions or any comments you have, and I'll really appreciate it and I'll make sure to answer them. Please subscribe, and I'm sending you all lots of love and thank you. Bye.